Welcome to the Knockout Tour 2020. It's finally on. It's the 30th of October and this is the start of the video. Now, I fished the match. It's the third year running. I fished the match this year and qualified to the final. So I got my friend from Fish on TV, Alan Norrish, to come and film the event and do the media for the day. We did some live feeds and stuff like that on our Facebook page, and take some photos of the event and everything like that. So I just thought I'd do the intro for you. The Knockout Tour, it was over 3 rounds. It was over the first round. I think there were 64 anglers at Hallcroft Fisheries. That was in March of this year. At Hallcroft Fisheries. Then if you qualified, 40 anglers went to Hayfield Lakes. So it's like a knockout series. 40 anglers went to Hayfield Lakes, and out of that 40, whoever qualified over the 2 lakes, 20 got through to the final at Worsbrough Reservoir. Now originally it was set for at the end of March, early April this year, but due to COVID kicking off and everything like that, I had to postpone it basically, and it didn't go ahead, I'm afraid. So, but I put it back on for the 30th of October, and that went ahead. So, without further ado, take it away, Alan.
Well, hello you lovely people. I am not David Wood from BagUpTV. I am Alan Norrish representing BagUpTV today. I am going to be your host for the day here at the wonderful Worsbrough Reservoir. It's the Saturday, the 31st of October, and it's the 3rd year of the Knockout Tour that David Wood's been organising, which I think is a fantastic effort. So I know he can't see it on his YouTube channel, but I can, and I've been part of one of the matches that he organised, the teams of 4, Yorkshire teams of 4, just the Yorkshire Knockout Tour. I think it's brilliant, anybody that organises anything. So David, I know it's your channel this, but well done on organising feeder tournaments for us mighty fishermen. So well done, son. That's a great effort. We absolutely love it, and I hope you keep on doing it. I hope you continue. It's brilliant. So the Knockout Tour, what's it all about? Started off with 64 anglers in the first round at Hallcroft Fisheries. That got whittled down to 40 anglers who went to Hayfield Lakes, and there were 20 qualifiers from Hayfield Lakes. Don't forget, it's all feeder only, so feeding your bait, it's feeder only, everything's feeder only. So it's whittled down to the last 20. Now, the standard of fishing in the time that I've been matching, I mean, I've been fishing since I was 10 years old, but the standard of fishing since I started fishing 7 or 8 years ago, match fishing 7 or 8 years ago, should I say, I've been fishing since I was 10. I know I don't look very old at all, but anyway. Right, the standard is unbelievable. And I mean, there's lots of channels. I mean, it's evolved like I can't believe, and it has taken a few years for me to get my head around it, and it's brilliant. And for anybody to get to any of these kind of finals, they are certainly mighty fishermen, I've got to say it. I know it's your channel, Dave, but I can't help saying it, can I? So we're down to the last 20. I mean, you've got the likes of David Wood. What a mighty fisherman he is. But he has had a bit of an up and down season this season. I know he's tended to have a bit of a dip now and again, hasn't he, wherever he's gone. So I'm hoping he's not going to do it today. He shows me it's not going to happen today. But what I will tell you, I know his box has fallen, his trolley's fallen over, he's been drenched by somebody driving past. They're all very funny, David, but today it's a final. And I know, because I've seen some of his results, he's in a bit of form. He's not drawn a bad area on 23. I'm not saying it's the best, but I don't think it's a bad area. He's come second in the Hayfield Open last week. He's had a couple of practices down here, but he's keeping his cards close to his chest. He's not let anybody know how he's gone on, but he's been catching over 20 pounds, which I think, from talking to the guys, 20 to 30, maybe 40. It depends if the carp show, because in this place there are some mighty carps, big lumps. But there are also plenty of silvers. Now we're into October, going into November tomorrow. It's that funny time of year. The carp aren't quite responding like they usually do, but it's skimmer time. Now, do you target? Do you sit it out and wait for 4 or 5 lumps if you're lucky? Or do you just target silvers and try and go for the 20-30 pounds? Or do you do both? Feed and presentation, it's a bit of a joke that we have when somebody's asking you how you're catching. Feed and presentation is massive as well. How much bait do you put in? How little do you put in? Do you actually bait an area up? Do you go short? Do you go long? There's all those things to think about. So the stage is set. It's set for an interesting day. As you know, fishing's not always action-packed, but there will be periods where you'll be seeing fish caught left, right and centre, and then there'll be quiet periods. So again, it's who gets the tactics right on the day, where the fish want to be. There is a favoured peg, peg 42. They reckon it's all over Greg Owen. Well, I've been fishing quite a bit for quite a number of years, not just match fishing, but they don't always turn up in those areas. But if they do, he's going to take some beating. They reckon he should frame. Oliver Scotthorne, mighty fisherman, ended up in the top 10 in the UK Angling Championships this year and the year before. Very consistent angler. As you know, his dad won World Championships God knows how many times. So he certainly knows what he's doing. So that's the quality of angler that we've got in here today. It's not going to be easy for anybody. So I'm hoping to give you some updates as the day progresses. Hopefully I'll get some footage of people landing some mighty fish. Oh, just lots of skimmers. Doesn't matter, does it? As long as they're catching fish. So I'm hoping to give you plenty of updates. See how the match progresses. It could be nip and tuck to the end, you never know, dear. It could be a whitewash if they're all balled up in one area, or it could be nip and tuck with 2 or 3 anglers. So we shall see. Really looking forward to it. I've never actually turned up to a venue in my fishing gear and not fished. It's killing me. So we shall see how we get on. So we'll see you on the bank. I'm going to video David's first cast. Fingers crossed for him not cracking off. I know you were all thinking it. I know you was all thinking it, but I will get the first cast and we'll watch the match as it progresses. So see you soon. Well, just down here, there's been a real big carp just surfaced, and I don't think anybody noticed, but there are all the fishermen getting the gear ready. And look at this. It's huge. Here we have Greg, favoured peg 42. Everybody's fancying this peg, tons of room. What do you reckon, Greg?
I will see.
And I forgot to mention earlier, when I mentioned carp only count as £1. So we shall see what happens today. You need a lot of carp, I think, to win today. These are the other pegs. So this is 42. And there's your other anglers going around the corner as well. Look at all this room that Greg's got here. Loads of room.
Hopefully I won't have to pick this carp rod up.
He's just said he's hoping not to pick the carp rod up. He's hoping for a load of skimmers. So we shall see as the day goes on. I'm sure we'll see him a bit later on.
Reconvene when the match starts. That's all me my rods got set up, 2 10-foot parabolics. I'm not saying too much because people are listening, that's it. We'll reconvene when we start fishing.
Right, Dave's just been live on Facebook. I'm sitting straight behind him and we're going to see Dave's first cast. No pressure, Dave, eh? So he's just give a rundown on his bait. He's not give a rundown on his tactics like I said earlier. He's keeping his cards close to his chest. He's in form. We shall see what happens today. Right then people, I've had a good look round. There are some favoured pegs. It looks like it's wind behind here where I am on the other side. I've got a feeling with these mild days that we've had, fish may push over there, but there is one mighty fisherman on this side, and I'm going to introduce you to the one and only Oliver Scotthorne. What do you reckon to this side then? I've heard there are plenty of skimmers this side, but
It can be good over this bank. I'd rather be a little bit further down when it's a little bit deeper. As you imagine, it's almost like that. So down this way it's a lot deeper than it is up here. It's probably like 4 or 5 foot deep here. Whereas you go 3 or 4 pegs down, it's probably like 10, 12 foot deep. I think we're dropping a little bit cold, fish might be in a little bit deeper water. But if I could pick a peg to sit on, I'd definitely go on the other side.
where is it? Greg, is it?
Yeah, where Greg is, yeah.
Yeah, he's got lots of room, and he reckons he's got about a 4-second count, so I'm guessing 10-12 foot of water.
Yeah, 10-12 foot of water. Good area for skimmers. They caught a lot of skimmers over there last week. I don't think it was so good on this bank, but we have got wind nice and we'll be able to fish over here at least.
Yeah, very comfortable. So,
Yeah.
so how are you fancying your chances here then? What sort of weight are you expecting to try and put together here?
I think to win you're going to need between 20 and 30 pound.
Is that achievable here?
I've been here before and caught it on a pole when it was like this, so you never know, but depends. You'll know after about an hour and a half if there's any fish around, but there's little things you can do. I mean, you could almost chuck a method feeder out and catch 5 or 6 carp and a fuel bream to do well.
And I made an error earlier on the introduction. Carp only count as a pound, don't
Yeah,
they?
today they do, yeah.
So sitting it out for carp's not the best idea, is it today?
No, but I have been here before when it's been like this and £10 won. So 3 or 4 carp and 5 or 6 skimmers on a method feeder could do well.
Yeah.
It all depends on how it fishes. I mean, it's a very moody place, Worsbrough, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
So we never know.
So I'm not going to ask you about tactics because there's too many people far too close to you, isn't there? And they're all here winging, I can see that. Right, so cheers for that, Oliver.
No worries, pal.
So that's Oliver's thoughts. I shall be keeping updates. I won't be getting too close to the fishermen because I don't want to disturb them, because I've got a feeling they're probably going to end up going short as well, so I'm not going to get too close, but I will give you updates as we go along. I am certainly going to be videoing. I've mentioned it once before. Oliver thought we were going to video him casting in. No, it's David Wood I'm going to be watching, so the pressure's on. See you soon. That's David's first cast at about 18 metres with the look of it. He's just putting a little bit of bait in. So we'll give you updates as David goes along. Right, we're about 10-15 minutes in. As you can see, Dave's just started short. He's, I think he's put about 6 or 8 feederfuls long at about 18 metres. I think it was something like that. Not quite sure exactly. Well, he's on his long line, is Dave, and it looks like, I think he's hooked into maybe a roach or a skimmer. I think it's his second or third cast out there. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's a little skimmer. Well, he's off the mark anyway. He's off the mark. It's always nice to get your first fish in. So hopefully that's the first of many. And as you can probably tell, the brolly, my brolly's up, I'm sat down under it. It's siling it down. Nice little cast in the same spot. Just letting it drop, nicely settled. Let's hope the tip goes around again for him. It's a good sign anyway. And I think, from what I've seen, I think he's probably using double pinky at the minute. Pretty sure that's what I saw him put on. Right. Nice, trying to get himself comfortable and get all his bait protected from the rain. It's a nightmare when it's like this. Not a lot of room here. There we go, over and out. We'll see you soon. Like the guy next door to David, 22. He's just hooked into another skimmer. He's just had one about 5 or 10 minutes ago. He's fishing quite a bit further than David. Well, I said he's probably at about 30 metres by the look of it. Maybe 35. Yeah, nice skimmer, looks about 12 ounce. Yeah, well done, nicely in. I best check my book and get all the names of these guys down. Here we are with Oliver Scotthorne. From what I've seen on this bank so far, I think he might be winning. He's got a few skimmers and 5 roach, so I've just seen him swing one in. And he seems to be quite happy with how this first hour's gone, so I don't think he's complaining. I think he's just hooked into another one. It could be another small roach. Yeah, there we go. And I know he's fishing at 40 metres. Quite a long tail there. Oh, I think that's more than a swinger, isn't it? Oh, he's enjoying himself, is Oliver. I think he might have had a few too many sherbets last night swinging those in. I told you, they were mighty fishermen. He's swinging them in for fun. So, as you'd expect, Oliver's doing pretty consistent. He ended up in the top 10 in the UK champs this year and last year as well. So, consistent angler. Like I said earlier, he's going to take some beating if the fish are knocking about. So, well done, Oliver. There we go. Chucking out to 40 metres. Nicely done. We'll just see if he gets another indication here while we're filming. Give Dave plenty to edit. And it just keeps raining. Oh no, it's just shaking water all over from these trees. So there are fish being caught all along this bank. I've not been to the other one yet. And Lee Horbury, he's had a nice skimmer on the end peg at the side of Oliver. It looked like a pound and a half fish, so he's doing alright. A slight indication, there we go, he's into another one. Typical roach bites, a couple of quick taps. And he waited for the more positive one there, I noticed. Not the easiest things to catch, roach, as we all know on feeder. Oh, this is definitely swingable, this one. There we go. So I think he's more than happy catching those. If he catches at this rate, he's going to take some beating. So we'll have another walk round to the other bank and we'll see how that side's going. Right, well, here I am on the favoured peg at 42, next to Greg Owen and Brian. We just wipe that because it keeps raining on it. Now I'm tending to favour this side at the minute. It is a close call. I know Greg's had he's had 4 skimmers and a few roach. Brian's had a skimmer and a few roach. Just seen him land one there. Dean on peg 47. Was it 47? Yeah, Dean Richmond. I think he's probably heading the field at the minute. I think he's about 8 decent skimmers, around about the 12 ounce to a pound mark, unless Oliver's catching. So they seem to be catching down here. I can't go into the 50s. I'm not walking across all the boards. We'll just give it another wipe. It looks like it's going to be a bit of a nail biter. It's quite close. This first hour and a half, it's been pretty good, considering conditions and the way the weather's been. Sorry about that. So I'm going to have a little wander around the other side. I have to do a bit of live streaming on Facebook, let all those lovely people know what's happening. But yeah, it's turned out to be a decent match. And Richard Wood's into another one. I can just see him there. Looks like a decent fish as well, actually. So it's going to be close all round. I've got my work cut out today. I have a right sweat on with all this gear. So it's turning out to be a decent match, actually. Plenty of skimmers and roach being caught. Good news for Worsbrough Reservoir and all these boys fishing here today. So give you updates as we go along. See you soon. Well, I've just rejoined Dave. Nice timing. I know he's got worm on. I think he's into a better fish. He's had a few skimmers and a few roach. It's been a bit frustrating for him because I have seen him miss quite a few bites. But then pescally roach, you know what they're like to catch on feeder, on a feeder rod. Pretty difficult, but this looks like a little slightly better fish. Probably a nice skimmer. There we go. Oh. There we go. 8 to 10 ounce skimmer. Can't beat that. Nice one, Dave. Right, I'm going to do a live Facebook stream and give all the guys watching an update. It's I think it's going to be a pretty close call match today, because on the other side I am thinking the other side is probably going to produce the biggest weight today, because when I were around there were a lot more people catching. I have heard there's a carp being caught to the right, about £3. Dave says he hasn't really seen too many more fish being caught, but I'm going to have another walk up and down and we'll see what else is being caught. So I'll give you an update shortly. Oh look, Dave. Well, as you can see, It's absolutely siling it down. I'm not going to. Well, shall I turn it right? I mean, Dave's just casting there. He's getting absolutely drenched. Here we go. We'll have a look at me. My little golf brolly out of the rain. It's unbelievable. That has just come from nowhere. I'm not kidding. But us crazy fishermen, do we love it in this weather? We shall see what happens next. So Dave's just landed another skimmer there. He's confident the fish are going to turn up, so we shall see. I'll turn you back round. You alright there, Dave? You alright there? Hey, brilliant, isn't it? Right, I've just come round to the other side in the 40s and 50s, and we've got Richard Wood here beside me. He's admitting to about £10. I've just had a word with Greg Owen on peg 42, the end, the favoured end peg, and he just landed a hybrid, and we've just seen him actually hooking into another one, so he was admitting to £9. He could be up to £10 as well. Got David Smallman just here, look. He's admitting to £12, but can you believe these guys? Us fishermen, we don't like to let on, do we really? So what do we believe? I reckon Richard might have a few more pounds, and I reckon David might have a few more pounds as well, but you just never know. Now these guys up here, as you can see, I don't really want to be walking down there disturbing all the fishing. I'm not sure how they're doing. I've heard they're catching one or two, but I'm not 100% certain what sort of weights they've got. Right, how rude, the battery failing on me. Can't believe we're going through some batteries today. But like I was saying, I don't know what the 50s and 60s are catching, the high 50s and 60s are catching down there. I don't want to disturb. I'm not going to walk across all this gear. You know what fishermen are like, they think you've ruined the peg. So it's still all to play for. How long, what time we got, Rich?
Sorry?
What time have we got? 1:45. So we've an hour and 3/4 left, so it's all to play for. I'm going to go and sit on the end peg 10 minutes, see if I can get a bit of footage of Greg catching, because the end pegs are always difficult to beat. We'll see if we can get a bit of footage of Greg catching a few. So all to play for. It's going to be a close match today. See you soon. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here's Greg Owen on peg 42. I nearly had to give him a shout that he were having a bite. He took his eye off it, but he's into another one. He's admitting now to about £11, so he's not a million mile away neither. He reckons Richard Wood and David Smallman to his right have more than what they're saying, which is what we suspected. Oh, wind. The wind has really got up. It nearly blew my tripod over them. Let's see if he gets this one in.
Have you got a fish?
Excuse me? I don't think they can hear you.
You're going to see a fish in a minute.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Oh, brilliant.
Well,
Are you filming?
that's Greg Owen. Oh,
That's good. And take one then.
just landed another one, another little skimmer. So he's in with a shout. He's up there with the best of them at the minute. So we'll just stay here and see if we can catch another one. Looks like I might have to stay here just to let him know when he's having a bite.
Glenn Lawrence.
Well done, Greg. Into another one. I think it's another skimmer. Nice skimmer, that. And that seems to be the stamp of the fish. So I've just got round from the other side. Like I've said, I think between 12 and 15 pounds is probably winning, maybe a little bit more. You just can never believe these fishermen. What you got, Glenn?
£10.
And Glenn's got about £10, so you know, a couple of bream and you're in there. And I've just been over there, I was walking down the bridge, and on the other side there were people throwing bread in. You should have seen the carp there. Oodles of them, big 10-pounders, brilliant to see, all taking bread. The ducks weren't interested while they were there, they were munters. Right, we'll go and check on David and we'll see how he's getting on. Right, there's about 10 or 15 minutes to go. I'm sat here with Dave again. He reckons he's got 10, 11 pound. He's not happy. He's hoping the tip's going to fly around a couple of times with a few gret slabs on to put him in with a chance.
Two at £8, I think.
2 at £8 if he thinks he needs. Right, let me just turn you round. Right, I'm just sat here on my little stool. 10 or 15 minutes to go. I've been round the other side a couple of times, been all down this side. Oliver Scotthorne, I think, is possibly winning this side. He's admitting to 9 skimmers and about 26 roach between 4 and 8 ounce. Skimmers between 8 ounce and a pound. He's not sure what weight. They don't like giving too much away, these fishermen. I think he's probably got about 15 to 17 pounds. Richard Wood, David Smallman, Greg Owen. Not sure I believe what they were telling me earlier. Between 10 and 12 pounds. I think it might have been more like 15 pounds plus. And there were a few more. The dog made me jump then. Frightened me to death. So it's going to be a close call, I think. I think there could be half a dozen anglers thereabouts. There are 6 prizes. I mean, Dave's feeling a little bit disheartened, but he could be in with a few quid. If he's 10, 11 pound, could be there for a few quid. We shall see at the weigh-in. So it's actually made for a bit of a interesting day today. A little bit more action than I thought there were going to be. There's been plenty of fish caught, albeit not a lot of big ones. But I will mention, as I was walking across the bridge over there, where people throw bread in, you should have seen the double figure carp down there. Oodles of them, oodles. Mighty fish, mighty. So, last check in this until the weigh-in and the prize giving at the end. So, we shall see you soon. I'm looking forward to the weigh-in. It will be interesting. We shall see who's been telling the truth. So, fingers crossed for Dave. Let's hope he's in with a chance of a few quid. He's doubtful, but we shall see. It's a close call, I think, today. So, we shall see you soon. See you at the weigh-in. Lee Horbury, peg 13.
£9.2.
£9.2. Oliver Scotthorne, peg 14.
£18.2.
£18.2. Well done, Ollie. You got a photograph, Ollie? Right, we are all weighed in. I'm going to have to make it snappy because I'm running out of sim. Right. Well, it has been close like I thought. Down the bank where David Wood was, Oliver Scotthorne ended up winning that bank with £18.2. He's won his section, but he's not competed with the other side, which is what he thought and what I thought. So there's been some backup weights, all between 18 and a half pounds, close to 19. But your top 3 in 3rd place, Dave Smallman with £21.10. So well done, David Smallman. What a mighty fisherman you are. And in 2nd place, Richard Wood. He topped it off with a £5 pike. A bit controversial, but it was allowed. And he's ended up with £26.5. He's taken 2nd place. And the knockout tour's mightiest fisherman this year is Steve Drage with £28.12 from peg 56. I didn't get round that other side. I wasn't right sure how to get there, but he's been catching consistent all day. So what a mighty fisherman you are, and a deserved champion. Well done, son. So it looks like you're joining the ranks of Wayne Bartholomew, 2018 winner, and Paul Williamson, 2019 winner. I've enjoyed myself today. It's been a great little insight to Worsbrough Reservoir with the weather changing left, right and centre. It's been a great day, and I think it's been a great competition. Well done, David Wood, for organising a great feeder competition. Hope you do it next year. I'm going to have a bash myself. So thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the video, and I hope I've done a decent job for you. See you soon. And I'm not saying GoPro stop recording. Right, see you soon. Oh, and David, I'm pretty sure he'll post all the other results and section wins up, so I thought I'd get that one in. And it's been an absolute pleasure watching these fishing today. So, until next time, we'll see you soon. And stay safe. Keep on bagging.
Right, hope you enjoyed that video. Big thanks to Alan Norrish at Fish on TV UK. If you haven't checked his out, check his channel out. He does also live matches, so check his videos out as well. I just wanted to say a big thank you to everyone that supported the Knockout Tour this year. We had some very sad news when we got back in the car and got back home that Boris Johnson come on the news and said that we're going to be in lockdown for another 30 days. So very sad news. The Angling Trust has put a statement out saying that there's going to be no match fishing due in that time as well. So it's only pleasuring. I'd probably go out and do a bit of pleasure fishing really, but it's not the same. So this is probably the last match, the live match videos that I've done for quite a while. So I hope you enjoyed it. I just wanted to come back on and just say, stay safe, everybody. Let's get through it together. And that is it, really. So, yeah. Big thanks to everyone that supported the Knockout Tour, supported BagUpTV. Hope you've enjoyed these videos. Hope you enjoyed this video, a little bit different with Alan taking us around Worsbrough and doing the Knockout Tour final. So a big thank you to him. And that is it, guys. Thanks very much for watching these. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Join me if you've not become a member. Hit that join button. Hats, hoodies, t-shirts still all available through lockdown, so if you've not ordered, get them ordered for Christmas. Email me at baguptv@gmail.com or hit me up on Facebook. Just drop me a message and I'll let you know how to order. Ooh. So that is it. Stay safe, everybody, in this lockdown period, and we'll see you soon on the bank. Keep on bagging. Peace.